I dialed in my sleeping bag just right. That's nice. That
Yeah.
supposed 35-degree north face. It is not 35 degrees. It's like 50.
Yeah, I heard your friend this morning.
The whippoorwill.
Whippoorwill. I was like, dang it, Crow.
It was quiet.
I was about to start recording and be like, you can hear that. That's Crow's whippoorwill out here making a bunch of freaking racket.
It was quiet.
It was probably
8 o'clock last night.
okay.
7:30.
Somebody said, no one ever heard a whippoorwill yet at that time.
Oh, that was you.
Well, that was the thing. We're not hiking anything this summer. Kind of. I was debating whether or not we should go, just because of all the virus stuff. Georgia or Virginia taking looked outside.
All right, it's morning to day 2, and we're all getting up and breaking down camp. And look who rolled in at like 10:45 last night, Leonidas. We started the trailhead at 7:45, 7:45, and hiked, what, 10 miles, I guess? 9 miles to camp in the dark, and rolled in here about 10:45. So anyway, the whole gang is back together, and we're about to start hiking. So last night, very peaceful night, other than spilling boiling water on my leg, which I let out a string of expletives that was not very good. We had some sort of barn or screech owl, I don't know the difference, hooting back and forth across the creek with another owl. That was pretty cool. Anyway, a good sleep by the stream here. You can hear the stream, and that's what I got to listen to all night. That was awesome. So we'll get started here in a minute. Everybody's packed up, and we're gonna move on.
Like when I get up first thing in the morning when I'm out, I'll stretch my calves and my feet just in. So I'll just like get down.
We just climbed out of that gorge. If you see my chest pumping up and down, that's because I'm old and out of shape. But I made it to the top. All right. Well, this is a tribute to Craig Maines. I've got the fruit punch sucker. But the only problem is, I love his videos. He's an awesome hiker and everything, but I don't see how he breathes with one of these suckers in his wind tube trying to go uphill. I'm afraid you can't even talk. It's a big old sucker. So I gotta get it down smaller so I can breathe. Where are we? That looks like the Pinhoti. Our turkey jumped up there and
Put his foot in there.
Don't food turkey.
All right, we're heading on a spur trail off to a lake called Morgan Lake. I usually, in the past, have just gone on to the left on the Pinhoti, but this is kind of cool. I've never been on this little spur to the lake. Take a look at this. It's gonna be kind of cool. This is Somebody Loves CKM on 4/13/19. I hope their love has lasted the test of time. So I thought I would do the question for the day for this video. So in this video, we had to say goodbye to Big Boy Hikes and his son Colt, because Colt got sick yesterday. He had somebody come pick him up today, and Dad went home with him. I hope that he didn't, this was his first hiking experience overnight, so I hope that he'll come back and just know that that was just a situation that just happened. But I started thinking about it, and my question for the day for this video is, have you ever gotten sick or had some sort of sickness or ailment on the trail? And what did you do? That's the question for this video, just to see if you're still watching. I hope you're still watching. Probably not at this point, but if you are, comment below. All right, we made it down to a big waterfall, and you probably see it behind me. There it is. So you can see that it is hot. I look like a big sweaty pig. I mean, I'm sweating all over the place. So I'm keeping it real. This is the way I look. But it's just great, having a great time. Everybody's watering up, cameling up, whatever you call it. So we get a bunch of water. It's a little bit of a breeze down here, so it feels pretty good. It's just been an awesome hike so far. I think we probably got about 3 or 4 miles left for the day. And so we thought we'd take a break at this waterfall and just hang out for a bit. What's his name?
His name is Marius.
Come here, Marius. Come here, Marius. Come here, Marius. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. What you doing?
Right before you get in bed, reinflate it again.
All right, we reached the trailhead on Highway 431, and we're on this gravel road. We got to cross the road and then come out the other side and hit the trail on the other side of the road. Kind of a well-traveled road, so we'll be playing a little Frogger as we cross it. Hopefully I got 3 lives for the quarters to get across. Oh Lord. Time to play Frogger. Here we go. Me and Papa John are playing Frogger. Oh, here comes a car. Good Lord. So we did play some Frogger. We came across and we had to make a few leaps to get across the yellow blaze there. We luckily made it to the other side. So here we go. Trail starts here. Something was completely dead. It was the smell of flesh and carcass. Some sort of animal died there. So if we had smell-o-vision, he would smell dead animal. We made it to the campsite, and this is looks like a 5-star campsite. How many times do you find a campsite that has this? Looks like hand-hewn logs. Maybe, I don't know. 3 different seats. Site for tents and everything. Should be awesome. Somehow I ended up putting all my stuff up, and next thing I know, I'd taken a nap. I don't even know how long I'd taken a nap, but it was obvious I was pretty tired. There's everybody's tent set up. We got an awesome fire ring that JBenHikes has put together. He just reconstructed the fire pit, and I'll show you around here. Here's all the duplexes all set up. It's a tight little campsite. It's real tight. I mean, you got to, you can put 5 or 6 tents in this area. You can see behind me, there's the tents, but it's right close to a creek, and then there's immediate up from there. So we had to be real tight in how we put everything together. There's Leonidas and Papa John and Fireball. All right, guys, this is going to be awesome. We gathered what firewood we could. There it is. And it's actually a pretty good amount for where we are, because I didn't think there was a lot of firewood down here. I really don't know what happened the last couple of hours, because I've been asleep in my tent.
My accounting teacher in college was always like,
Update on the burn from last night. It is now blistering up. I know everybody wants to see my old man legs, but that's what a burn of boiling water will do to your legs when you're not careful. All right, having a little chicken ramen tonight. Let's check out JBen. What you got, JBen? Oh my goodness, that's a game changer. Mexican style adobo rice and chicken. I hadn't seen that. That looks good. And there's our little fire. Look at that fire pit. It's like to perfection. You should see it. I wish I'd had a before and after when JBen got on this fire pit. Now it looks like something out of Home and Gardens magazine.
Not dealing with that. I figure if I can go ultralight hiking, if I can lose 15 pounds, I mean, that's one way to go ultralight.
it is. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Gotta get my mindset.
It's pretty nice being able to sit here and lose pounds. Yeah. This we can get tired.
Well, I was going to do my exit video, but unfortunately there's some guy brushing his teeth behind me. I don't know what this is about.
Z-Packs, that's what it's about.
Z-Packs, he's promoting his Z-Packs toothbrush. the evening of day 2? Or are we day 3?
Day 2.
Oh, it's the evening of day 2. And we're all hanging out by the fire. There's Leonidas. I think he's brushing his teeth.
Yep.
Papa John found us some fat wood. If we had smell-o-vision on this video, you could smell the sweet smell of turpentine. It's a fat wood. So this stuff smells great. And we're just hanging out. The sun's gone down. It's getting late. I'm beat from the day of hiking in the 87 to 90 degree. You think it was 90 degrees?
I believe it made it to 90, yeah.
It was like 90 degrees. And so kind of out of my comfort zone. You know, last weekend, I think up in, when I was hiking and when I was paddling up in northeast Alabama, the low was like 35. And then here we are a week later and the high was 90. I guess I'll see you guys in the morning, but we're gonna sign out tonight and just enjoy the fire. And I assume that there will be a freaking whippoorwill somewhere in the near future because it's getting dark and it will be rattling off pretty soon. See y'all in the morning. All right, we're heading out of camp. It's the morning of day 3 and had just an awesome campsite. The sun is coming up behind the camera and just a neat little place to stay. We're down in this little valley. You can see behind me, there's everybody coming out of camp. Just had these great seats and just enough room for all of our tents. Great little valley here below. You can see the sun has made it down, inching its way down the mountain there. Got about 7 miles to get out. So should be a neat little hike out of the valley here. And then up to the road, up to Highway 20, and just have a good old time. It's cool this morning, but I'm glad we're getting out of here before lunch because I think it's gonna be between 88 and 90 degrees today. Alabama weather. Woo!
I haven't had any issues with it, but I've only actually had it out on trail probably 4 or 5 times. Tape on it.
Yeah, it's like protecting the outside.
Yeah, so that I guess the water doesn't mess it up over time. I-20 overpass.
tornado back in 2009 that hit this area. I came back here 6 or 7 years ago, and the trees were, you could see over the top of the trees. Now it's grown up. Pretty cool.
But like the duplex I was going, I had 2 6 moon tents, so I was going to sell both those.
All right, we're crossing another road. I think this is 281 again, isn't it?
Yep.
So,
second crossing of 281.
Second crossing, 281. It's a pretty road here. All right, we're coming to this old Indian cave. Kind of a neat place in that there's a, is this the grinding stone?
I'm trying to remember where the spot is.
But it's a old place where I believe Native American Indians lived. Had a little place, but oh, there it is. Here's the
I was like, I know I saw it when I was here before.
here's the old grinding hole they used probably to make maize or corn.
They might have ground acorns in there.
Acorns.
Acorn flowers.
Stuff like that. It's a pretty little view up here. We're on the pipeline. I don't know if that's natural gas or gas, but we're on the pipeline. You see down into the fields down below. Beautiful area. Yeah, I'm sweating. I look like a stuck pig. Oh well, it's fine. Well, that was stupid. I just rolled my ankle, but always like trying to think glass half full. I rolled it with 1 mile to go. So I'll be limping in, but it wasn't too bad. It felt like I did it worse, but as I'm walking it off, it doesn't feel so bad. Anyway, we're about to end this episode of As the Crow Flies Hiking. We're heading into the trailhead. It's been fun. Appreciate hiking with Leonidas and JBenHikes and Fireball and Papa John. And for part of the time, we hiked with Big Boy Hikes and his son Colt. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode. Always appreciate you following along, watching my goofy videos. I'll see you next time on As the Crow Flies Hiking.